Okay, King Ryan Garcia, what is up? I'll be ready to hear in a second. Change your name again? Okay, what was it before? You gotta go ahead and grab this. As you can see, right here, I already got another set of pedals. So, one more minute or two, we'll get on with this unboxing, and then I'll give my thoughts on the CSL Elite Wheel Base that I purchased this past weekend. I got a little bit of hands-on time with that. So, I actually had to cheat a little bit. 999 LLJW. That was your username before King Ryan? Oh, you said you have these? Oh, cool. So what happened with this is I had to like open it because along with these pedals I ordered an adapter for the pedals, which will allow you to use these pedals standalone with other wheelbases. But when I went to go pick it up, they were looking around for the second package, and so I ended up having to open this right there on the spot to look inside, and sure enough, they did put the adapter inside this box along with the pedals. But what shocked me is that they sent it in this box wide open so everybody could see what it was. Whereas, normally Fanatec sends stuff in a box like this. So that was odd. Let's see here. You also have the SF Thrustmaster Master Wheel. You talking about that Ferrari Formula Wheel? If you got that wheel, what do you got for a wheelbase? Excuse me? Wow. After I made my mind up that I was going to jump over to Fanatec, I was like, I didn't see myself getting anything Thrustmaster again because of it being entry level and it being for starters. When I've said this, I told this story. Oh yeah, you got that Formula wheel. Now that is a slick looking wheel and it looks expensive too. I told that story before about when I bought my Thrustmaster T150. I bought it because GT Sport was a game that I was playing at the time, and I did not 100% believe in that game because the lack of damage to the cars put me off. So I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a wheel and wheelbase for a game that I wasn't 100% sure that I believed in it. But I said, of course, the Competición is a different story. I 100% believe in that game, and so I was willing to spend the money. In a sense, you said I have the TX300 wheelbase. Now, is that different from the T300, or is that the full name of the wheelbase? So, in a sense, I've got two setups. You see these CSL. Here, let me aim the light towards it a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I got these CSL Elite pedals, and then these CSL pedals. So why I ended up buying this second set of pedals. Oh, that's the full name? Okay. So how I ended up getting this set of pedal was I bought these ones first. Those were $100, and then these are the new pedals that they just came out with a few months ago. And these pedals are $80, but yet people are saying that these are newer pedals, they're better than these CSL Elite pedals. These look cheaper, to tell you the truth. But the reason why I bought these is because those pedals are a few years old, and the load cell kit for those pedals have been discontinued, and people are speculating that the pedals themselves will be discontinued in the not too distant future. So these are the pedals that's basically replacing those. And although the load cell kit is not available for this, it is coming. So, but I think we can go ahead and go on with the unboxing. So. They put layers of foam in here too, and I might even assemble it right here too. So that's the I used to use like the base Thrustmaster pedals, but then I bought those because people say they got better. I'm still trying to get used to those pedals, those CSL Elite pedals. But this is the adapter. And as I was saying, this adapter allows you to use the pedal standalone, because a lot of people have complained about Fanatec's ecosystem. Oh, congrats on 1K too. Oh, appreciate it. People have complained about Fanatec's ecosystem. They feel like if you buy Fanatec stuff, that it's hard to mix and match parts because of the way Fanatec designs their products. It's kind of hard to mix and match other products. But I stopped and thought about that. Is if I'm going to dive into something like that, I kind of want the complete ecosystem, so I know that everything's going to work together with no issues. If I try to use a Fanatec wheel with a SimMagic Alpha Mini wheelbase, and then some Thrustmaster pedals and all that kind of shit, that's, mix matching a bunch of stuff. And even if you can get all the stuff to come together to work right, you might have some compromises because of software compatibility. So I would rather everything, whatever the brand is, doesn't necessarily have to be Fanatec, but whatever the brand is, I would go with that brand from head to toe. So if I was going with SimMagic, even though that stuff is expensive, everything, the wheel, the base, the pedals, I would want it all to be the same brand, so it will all come together easier in the ecosystem. See here, that makes them wirelessly, basically. Okay. So here we go. We've got the heel rest for these ones. Take them out of the box. Yeah, I'd have to say that the heel rest on the other ones, I mean, it's metal and stuff, but this does look a little bit cheaper. Next up, we have Les Petals. I think about just about with every purchase, you got your Fanatec stickers. Instruction booklet, Gaming Legends, what is good? Do you have F1 21 or 20? Because I have both and we could play games. I'm not really that big into Formula One racing. I just, for whatever reason, I love GT3. I mean, if I could catch a game on sale, I would buy it. Because I have spent a lot of money on this Fanatec stuff. I spent about $400, but I basically have two setups. I got two sets of pedals, as you guys can see here. I got the CSL Elite Wheel Base, and I have the CSL DD on the way. That's supposed to come November 29th. I have the McLaren GT3 racing wheel, and I'm debating about getting the rally wheel or getting a Formula wheel. So, wait a minute. Yeah, these pedals right here don't feel like they're going to be as strong as these CSL Elite pedals. And see, with these ones right here, it looks like you got a smaller, what's the word I'm looking for? Connector, or whatever you want to call it. It's got the brake and the pedals. And let me show you on the CSL Elites. Yeah, these ones, I think these ones were definitely made cheaper. The clutch is hard to push down sometimes. Yeah, definitely. So, and yeah, you got some screws that go into these screw holes right here. So you got to eat dinner? Okay. We'll catch you later. Thanks for popping in. So I'll show you guys real quick the bottom of these other pedals, because they look like they are of a higher quality. So you see the bottom right there, and then the connector or whatever that I was talking about is much, much bigger. And then these pedals right here, yeah, they definitely got more resistance. Yeah, these ones definitely got a good amount of resistance. So, I think I'll go ahead and put these together. And then, to show you the quality, to show you that these pedals have better quality, you got this rubber strip that covers up the Allen screws, so you can space the pedals out to your liking. Which it looks like you can do it with these pedals too. I also see that the pedals are a different size too. The gas pedal's actually skinnier. Then the brake pedal. This is the brake pedal right here, and you see it's a little bit fatter than this gas pedal. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and put this together right here. Yeah, nothing on the bottom of this. My goodness. I'm assuming that these holes on the bottom of this heel rest must probably for mounting it on the sim rig. So yeah, I'll go ahead and assemble these right here. They look like something that's only going to take a few minutes. Oh boy, looks like they shorted me a screw. Come on, Fanatec. That's not cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is not cool. Looks like they shorted me a screw. With so many pedals, you could play Crane Simulator. Pretty much. I have no idea what this is for. So yeah, unless one of those screws fell out when I opened that bag, they shorted me a screw. I need that screw, Fanatec. So I got to change glasses here for a second. Get on my operating glasses. So I'll use the 4 screws on the brake since they're going to be the most resistant. Well, I'll try to go ahead and put this together on the table so you guys can see it. And I am going to test these shortly after I assemble them. I just have to plug them up, go to the Fanatec website, download the driver for it, that. Fanatec shorted me a screw. Come on now. I do think Fanatec gets a little bit of unfair criticism though. How you liking your CSL Elite compared to your old wheel? It is a quantum leap. I mean, I would go grab the wheelbase, but it's already connected. It's all the wheel and the wheelbase is already connected, but it is a quantum leap. Matter of fact, I actually got it for Automobile Lista too. I actually got to turn it down because the force feedback was like, it was overkill. I mean, the force feedback was so strong that it felt like the car had bent wheels and it was just constantly going like that, even on the straights. Said, I already know how I want the spacing Gaming Legends because I like the spacing. I like the spacing that I did with these pedals, so I'm pretty much going to make it the same as that. So already know where I want to put them. Yeah, compared to the CSL Elite pedals, I can see why these ones were $80. But I don't know. I mean, I guess these pedals are supposed to have some kind of magnetic sensors or something. You said that's not your CSL DD either? Nope, that doesn't. My CSL DD doesn't come until till November 29th. Pop that in there. All right. Yeah, I think I'll go with that spacing right there. Because that way I definitely got enough room that I won't hit the pedal by accident. I want this a little bit closer. I think I like that right there. He said, "You guys, I'm trying to be content with my G29, but you all making it tough for me to stay with it." You also said, "You guys make me want to spend money I don't have." Hey, it's like I said, I spent $1,400 on all this stuff. You see, I got 2 sets of pedals here. Got my CSL Elite Wheel Base that I bought off eBay and still spent over $400 on it. Got my CSL DD coming, which I spent $520 on that. My my McLaren GT3 racing wheel, which was $200. Table clamp, that was $30. So yeah, let me crunch that number down. Try to crunch it down to the penny. So, the CSL Elite Wheel Base I bought was $422, and then the CSL DD that I have coming at the end of November was $520. So I'm up to $940, and then the CSL, the McLaren GT3 wheel, that was $200. So now I'm up to $1,140. Then I bought these CSL Elite pedals right here were $100. So now I'm up to $1,240. And now I got these CSL pedals right here for $80. So now I'm up to $1,320. I bought the table clamp for $30. So now I'm up to $1,350. And then I bought this adapter for $20. So $1,370, and probably all this stuff shipped together, all this stuff probably ended up costing me like another $60 or $70, because I did like 3 orders. So I probably paid about $60-$70 in shipping. So this will be ready to go here in a second. Are you planning to buy a dedicated racing chair assist? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a sim rig. So like that big yellow, that big gold color couch that you guys always see in my background every time I'm racing, I'm gonna get rid of that couch, and I'm gonna get something much smaller, something small enough that I can put a sim rig in my apartment. So that's So yeah, that's on the to-do list. And so 1 second here. Shit. So, we put these here. And here's my table clamp right here for the CSL DD when that comes at the end of November. And this is the knob that you attach to the bottom of it, so you can really crank it on there and make big turns. But these pedals, if you can see them both, yeah, these pedals right here, The build on those pedals definitely seem to be of a higher quality. I definitely like these CSL pedals. That's just the build and the quality. I don't know. Like I'll hook this up in a few minutes to see how this performs, but just on the how it feels and the quality of how they look, I like these CSL pedals better. But the biggest reason why I ended up having to buy these is because the load cell kit for these ones have been discontinued. So the load cell kit for this one is coming. So that's why I bought these ones. Because otherwise I was content with that. But the thing about it is, the resistance on the pedals of these ones are so strong, I'm not exactly sure I need a load cell kit. Wait a minute. Okay, wheelbase, load cell. Okay, cool. So these RJ12s cords are about the same. You back? What's up? So, all right, I'll hold them up for you guys. Which pedals do you guys like better? You like these CSL pedals right here? Spin them around so you guys can have a look at them. Have a look at the underside. The heel plate looks like it's kind of thin. It's definitely some strong steel. Or do you guys like these CSL Elite pedals? They definitely look like they are of a higher quality. See the underside right there. And then that foam pad right there. That's where the resistance is at. Actually, this pedal, from what I'm seeing, this pedal feels like it's got more resistance than the other ones. Pay attention to this foam piece right here, because the other one has a hole in it. I'll show you. I don't think you guys can see it. I don't think you guys can see it through there, but that foam piece right here, it's actually got a hole in it. So there's not as much foam there. It therefore doesn't have as much resistance. Yeah, no question about it. These ones definitely got more resistance. So now these pedals are oh shit. I also don't like that either. No. Is that metal or plastic pedals? You know what? Good. I was just getting ready to say metal, but actually, right here, the face plate on these pedals, these are metal. I mean, these are plastic. I'll flip it over and show you the honeycomb on the inside of it. Right there. See the honeycomb design? This is plastic. Whereas these ones right here, this is all metal. This is all metal, but then the face plates right here, this is rubber. So actually, when I'm driving, I actually got to put on some shoes. Otherwise, I won't be able to put enough pressure on the brakes And then with these ones, it looked like when I step on the brakes, it ain't gonna be about how much pressure. I'm gonna have to wear shoes just so my feet don't slip off of it. I normally wear socks, but I don't know. I don't know about that. Starting to second guess my purchase. See, the thing about swapping them over, gaming legends, the fact of the matter is that I like these ones better. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. They obviously have a better quality about them as far as the build goes. The only reason why I bought these ones is because because of the load cell kit. The load cell kit for these ones have been discontinued. The load cell kit for these ones are coming. So hindsight is 2020. What I probably should have done, but I didn't notice. I should just see if I can find somebody selling a load cell kit on eBay, because the load cell kit is basically a third pedal, and it's made a specific way because there's like a rod with a bunch of rubber washers on it. There's a rod, and then you slip all these rubber washers on there, and it adds even more resistance than what the pedals already have. Said then that's the better one. Metal is good for music and your pedals. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go hook this up in a few minutes and give it a try. So let me do the old obligatory Twitter picture, so I can post this on Twitter. All right. So I think before we go, I'll talk a little bit about the CSL Elite Wheel Base. All right, you got to go, King Ryan. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. So the CSL Wheel Base that I bought, to put it in simple terms, if I would have bought that wheelbase, say 3-4 years ago, I'm not exactly sure I would have wanted to upgrade to the CSL DD, because for starters, CSL Elite Base has 6 Newton meters of torque, whereas the CSL DD has 8 Newton meters of torque. And I found out just how strong that wheelbase was when I was playing Automobilista 2. It is a lot stronger than I thought it was. So again, if I buy this thing 3-4 years ago, I'm not so sure I would have needed to upgrade. I think it's an excellent wheelbase to get me by. The only catch to that wheelbase is I didn't look at his description 100%. He did specify that wheelbase is for PC and Xbox, and I thought it was for PC and PlayStation. So my plan was to use it on my PlayStation for GT7 when that comes out. But that's not going to be the case. So therefore, I have to keep my Thrustmaster so I can use that on the PlayStation. But as far as that CSL Elite goes, I'm probably still going to keep it anyway, even though I won't really have any use for it. I'm still thinking about keeping it anyway. So what I'm thinking about doing is buying the WRC wheel, the rally wheel, and use the Elite Base for rally games. And then when the CSL DD comes, that'll be my wheelbase for a set of Corsa Competizione. So, but in any case, I definitely think it's excellent wheelbase. Now, the only catch to that CSL Elite wheelbase is that it's been discontinued along with the Club Sport version 2.5. And I'm the type of person that believes that when something is discontinued, its value goes down significantly. But because of the beer flu, as they like to call it, the Wuhan surprise, um, because of that, these wheelbases are holding their value on eBay. And not only that, the shipping crisis, because of the shipping crisis that we're dealing with. So, in my opinion, I feel like that CSL Elite Wheel Base, at first glance, I thought it should have only been worth about $250. But after experiencing it, I think it's worth $350. Yeah, the CSL DD standard is $350, but that's 5 Newton meters of torque. If you want the 8 Newton meters of torque, you got to buy the booster pack, which is another $150. So in a sense, the CSL DD is $500. So that being said, I definitely think that CSL Elite is worth $350, and you may even make a case of $400. It's just the simple fact that it's been discontinued, but I think it's a great wheelbase, and I think I'm going to keep it as backup, and I think I'm going to use it on rally games, and maybe even some Formula One games. So with that, I think I'm going to get ready to take off here. Since everything's already hooked up, it's only going to take me 5 minutes to plug this thing up, download the driver, and then calibrate it. So, yeah, give me, what time is it? It's about 20 minutes to 6 Eastern time. I'd say give me about half hour, 45 minutes, and we'll give this thing a try to stream it, and hopefully I won't have any problems, because these Oculus headsets have become a complete headache. So check me out, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything set up, and we'll see you guys in about 30 to 60 minutes, and we'll try this out on the Set of Corsa Competizione. Although, I think when all is said and done, I think these are going to be my go-to pedals until I decide that I want to get the load cell kit for these. So, all right. So, CSL DD is not yet available for PS5. However, I did see a hack that makes it possible for the PS5. Just looked around. I've seen a couple of those videos, but it does come with a caveat. The people who are uploading those videos are forewarning you that if you try it, it could void the warranty. So to me, it's not worth it, especially because of how long the waiting list is. My CSL DD does not come until November 29th. If I try that hack and it backfires and it screws up that wheelbase, and then I have to go order another one, it could be like springtime before I get another one. There are people who have pre-ordered this wheelbase going all the way back to June that hasn't gotten theirs yet. So I don't want to get caught up in that mess, so I'm not taking any chances. If it comes down to it, people are speculating. Some people even have gone as far as to say the Fanatec's already working with Sony, and they suspect that there will be a CSL DD PS5 compatible. Aero, I had my eye on a Fanatec Club Sport RS wheel till I realized it was a PC and PlayStation with no Xbox. So yeah, it's not as much money as I spent for all this stuff, Tantrum. It's not worth taking the risk of voiding the warranty on any of these parts that I bought. So, I can still show you guys the box for the CSL Elite Wheel Base. Just a second. So you guys already saw me do the unboxing of all the other stuff, the Fanatec McLaren wheel and all that other good stuff. Let's see here. Fast cars, it says. Oh, right here. It says straights are for fast cars. So yeah, that's a front view of it. That's a side view, showing the features in the back. You know, with this CSL Elite Wheel Base, I've seen some videos where people were talking about the noise that wheelbase makes. It doesn't make any noise. The only time I hear any noise coming from that wheelbase is when the fan kicks in, and you can barely hear it. I mean, I had to like shut everything off and put my ear right up on the wheelbase in order to hear the fan. Other than that, I don't hear a thing. Even when it's going through its calibration process and it spins this way and then goes back the other way, you don't hear any of it. Only thing you hit is where it hits this limit, where it's like, and then back the other way, and then it straightens back out in the middle. But while it's doing its actual rotations, you don't hear anything. So, I wonder why the hell. Still wondering why the hell they sent these. Oh, I get it. Yeah, this is for sim rig. It's just a spacer. All right. What is this? A big Elo 21? Is that how you say that? In any case, how you doing? So those are my goodies. CSL pedals, CSL Elite pedals, table clamp from a CSL DD. Right here, this was the CSL Elite I picked up on eBay on this past weekend, and I really haven't said anything about this on YouTube, but the reason why I did not do an unboxing for this is because my mother passed away last week, and her funeral was on Saturday, and that was the same day that this came in, and I just didn't have it in me to do an unboxing on the day that my mother was laid to rest. And not only that, I didn't show up for some of the family functions, so that wouldn't have been a good look for me not to show up to some of the family functions, but I'm doing a YouTube video unboxing stuff, so that wouldn't have been a good look. So with that being said, when I picked this up on Saturday, I just tore it straight open and hooked it up and went right to it. So now that is going to do it. I can't think of anything else that I want to say. I mean, you always think of stuff after the fact, but I can't think of anything else to say except that I'm going to go hook these pedals up. Should only take a few minutes, and then we'll come back with another stream, and we'll talk about how the pedals feel as I'm doing a few laps. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. You guys know the line. Wakanda forever, long live the king, and deuces. See you in a little bit, everybody.